Yes, people, welcome to Never a Foul. Big up yourselves if you're here, man. There's some people that are hiding. Someone in the top right, certain Chelsea fan that was here yesterday said he might be late. He will let me know he's traveling back. There's another one that is called Dawood who is supposedly late. So when their team is not doing great, they want to hide and not be on time to Never a Foul. So what can you do? What can I do? Anyways, but we are joined by Mr. Mo, Mr. Deji, and Mr. Hamza if he decides to come on camera. But yeah, man, what you guys saying, man? Good day of football, you know. I can't hear you, Mo. You're mute.
I muted myself out of respect, but hold on. Everyone watching us here on Never a Foul, 100 comments slating me yesterday. You don't know football. Stick to this. Stick to that. Do I know football now, people? Did I tell you what was going to happen in the game and it happened exactly? I'm not one to say I told you so, but the amount of disrespect from the people in the 100 comments after the video yesterday, laughing, Arsenal will slaughter Chelsea. We are superior. We are this and that. And I told you guys, you don't watch football. You watch football with your ass. That's what you do. Literally, that's what you do. You don't know. You just don't know. Seriously, you don't know. We told you what is going to happen in the game, and it just happened.
Well, to be fair, yesterday you said keyword objectively. Yeah. You know what? To be fair, Mo, you're right.
Did they exploit the spaces behind the midfield or not?
You was right. No one called Cole Palmer in a false nine, though. But
yeah, that's a genius from Pochettino.
No,
but William Saliba and Gabriel that first half didn't know who to mark. They were marking themselves. Before
we get into it, yeah, R.I.P. Sir Bobby Charlton, legend, bro, legend of the game. Yeah, Man United legend, football legend. You know, Munich survivor. You know, air crash and all that stuff. You know, great human being, World Cup winner. You know, words can't describe the man. All I can say is that, man, everyone had admiration for the guy. So big up my guy, man. Other than that. Oh, here he is. Oh, hi. Oh, you wanted to be fashionably late. You know, we started late. You don't be hiding from any smoke. But anyways, big up you, Dawood. Anyways, I'm better than you, man. I won. But what's it called?
Just about.
What did I tell you about Gallagher? Yeah. What did I tell you about when I was doing the best 11s, yeah, mixed 11s? Gallagher's gonna be in there. What did I tell you, man? The guy was the best midfielder on the pitch today by a mile, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I suppose, boy, we're going to dive straight into the game. Make sure you smash the like button, people, man. We need all the likes. There's 550 of you in here. 550 of you in here that wants to feel pain, yet let alone hear all the pleasure, because pain is pleasure. Man U in the mud. I called the Chelsea 2-2. Why are we in the mud? I won. I don't care. You got the win. Why am I in the mud? We missed bad chances, though. I'll give you that. We missed loads of chances, but boy, I don't even know where to start. Who should we start with? Do I start with Mo? Do I start with Deji? Or do I start with the man himself, Hamza? Because I feel like I'm gonna
Hamza. Give me the Arsenal talk.
Yeah. You know
Hamza,
what?
Give me the Arsenal talk. This is it.
Yeah, man. We just know the story of the Arsenal. The problem is these fan base were talking before the game. Oh, Chelsea's our home ground. We go there. We're going to smash them. It's an easy game. Have you not seen the same Arsenal? Have you not seen how we've been performing this season? We're going to beat them 4-0. I was hearing 4-0, 3-0, 5-1. Bro, not even respectable scores. Not even 2-1 or 1-0. We're going to dunk on these guys. They're easy. It's an easy game. And everyone was telling them, you're not the same old Arsenal like last season. You don't have the confidence. You're scraping wins. I'm telling all of these guys, you're fraud this season. You're just getting goals. They celebrated for 2 weeks. Deflected goal against Saake. Like it was a major win. It was title championship. they could conquer the Champions League. I said to them, we'll see. It's Chelsea's second team. My guys, it's Chelsea. It's not even Chelsea's first team. Yo, Nkunku didn't play. I can name 4 or 5 players. Reece James wasn't there. They don't have their first team. Badeshili is not there. Yeah, Disasi was not there. You know, they had a couple of Lavi is not there. Conor Gallagher won the captain armband, bro. Captain armband. And they said, I said to everyone, this fraud Odegaard goes missing in big games. Don't ever compare him with the likes of Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes does it for his country, you know. Bruno is a guy. I respect Bruno Fernandes. This Odegaard is a bum for Norway, yeah. And big games he disappears. There's a reason why Madrid let him go, bro. Madrid had him for 7 years, nearly 7 years. Gave him chances and chances, loaned him out, but my guy could not deliver. I told Arsenal fans, that captain is a bottle job. How can you be a captain, man? You're going against, bro, players like Malagusto pocketing Martinelli.
What a player, by the way.
Martinelli was supposed to be one of the best wingers in the world. Chelsea's second right back. Not even first right back. Second right back was pocketing this guy. Cucurella, who's known as a bum at Chelsea, was having up first half. Saka was just throwing his arm in the air and doing this. And I'm thinking, oh boy. You've been going on missing, yeah, big games, yeah. You dunk against this Nottingham Forest and Bournemouth. But when it comes to when it's clutch games, you can't do it. And Chelsea, you know what? Cole Palmer had a better game than him. Cole Palmer, a youngster from Man City, had a better game than Saka. Fact. It's a fact. Yeah. Conor Gallagher was a better captain than Odegaard. Fact. No one can say it. Imagine me saying Conor Gallagher. Conor Gallagher was a bet. Did Odegaard play? Tell me what Odegaard did in that game. One thing, even one pass. Just remind me, Hamza, 71 minutes he passed through thing. Remind me. I can't remember. Deji can't remember. Mo can't remember. Kaz can't remember.
Wait, Odegaard played? I didn't even know
he played. Odegaard played. Odegaard played, bro.
Did he get subbed?
I think full game. Jesus. I called it. There's his nickname I gave it to him. You know what? He's Brazilian that kite. You know that kite? Remember that kite? Bam, runs around. Bam, bam, bam. He runs around that kite. But that kite, we're like, yo. At one point we said, yo, you're not a striker. But Liverpool fans love him because the work ethic. Jesus is that kite with a Brazilian passport. There's no difference. He got taken off. Nketiah had to, bro, they cast Nketiah. Arteta had to beg Nketiah to come on. ESR to come on to relax because they're boys. They're bottling the league already by now, bro. What was the point of beating me, guys? What was the point of beating me?
How long is this monologue?
No. What was the point, bro? Kaz. 2-2 against Fulham.
But when we beat you, but you say this now though, like in respect. But when we beat you next week and they win against Sheffield United, what are you gonna say then?
Bro, game is a game.
Can we establish something here before Dawood comes in? Like, listen, nobody's gonna tell me that this league you're gonna go play Chelsea away. It's gonna be an easy game. It's not gonna be an easy game. Liverpool did it in Chelsea's shit beginning of the season. They didn't get a win. This is the league that is gonna be not anybody that plays the top 9 team away. It's not gonna be an easy game. Even Man City play Arsenal. So let's just say that. People that say playing Man United is going to be a walk in the park. When Man United is at home, it's still going to be a tough game. It's not an easy game. Let's just establish that. As for the game, Arteta got it wrong. This Jorginho guy in the middle didn't work. Declan Rice wasn't an 8. Dawood, give me what you think about the lineup first. This Jorginho Rice test that he did today. I think that's where you lost that midfield battle. Not in terms of ball position. They played behind your midfield, completely behind Zinchenko, behind Rice, behind Jorginho. That's exactly how the game went. It was just go ahead.
Yeah, I think for me personally, I'm not blaming the lineup. I don't think the reason why we didn't win today because of the lineup. Because I think what Pochettino did today was something not many managers have done at all against us since we played this kind of like moving Zinchenko to midfield and playing him alongside Jorginho and Rice pushing up the pitch. What Pochettino did was that we're going to sacrifice and not play a striker. So they didn't play a striker. Oh, no, Broja was injured. They didn't play Jackson. They said, Cole Palmer, your task is to nullify Zinchenko. And Conor Gallagher, your job is to nullify Jorginho. So Conor Gallagher and Cole Palmer's literally job the whole game was to nullify us. Chelsea's game plan was to stop us from playing and somehow find a way to win their game through a set piece, through a penalty or whatever. When they got that penalty, that game plan was like enhanced more because they thought we've got something to hang on to. We don't want to play football. There wasn't that many times when they opened us up. There's a couple of times where there's a couple of times when Zinchenko was getting a bit cooked by Sterling a couple of times. But I'm talking about if you look at the whole game, what did Enzo Fernandez really do? Conor Gallagher, bro, what did he really do? I'm being serious. What did Conor Gallagher do on the ball? Conor Gallagher's best attribute today was off the ball and nullifying us and getting us and stopping us from playing football. What did Mudryk do? Mudryk was he was playing like a left wing back. Mudryk, I'm being serious. Mudryk did nothing. The two goals that Chelsea scored, the two goals that Chelsea scored was a penalty, which I agree. Okay, take the penalty, it's fine, and a cross goal from Mudryk. What else did they do against us? Okay, for us, at least we scored 2 goals that we say, okay, we had a good build up play from the first goal and the second goal, and we somehow managed the way to try to win the game in the last 10 minutes. Chelsea scored 2 fluke goals and they were hanging on to that lead, hanging on to that draw. So don't tell me that this was a masterclass performance by Chelsea. This was a jamming performance by Chelsea where they were trying to play off errors. Chelsea did nothing against us.
What is it? This is the game of last year. Yeah, you're talking about the game of last year.
No.
Are we talking about the same game?
No. Chelsea last season tried to play football against us and they lost last season. Chelsea this season, they knew if we Chelsea knew this season that if we try to play football against Arsenal, we're gonna lose. If we go toe to toe with Arsenal, we're gonna lose. So let's try to find a way to nullify them from playing football and find a way where we can win a game through a set piece or a penalty or whatever. And they did that. That was a classic Sean Dyche performance.
What? What is still going on here?
Calma. Let me do the super chats quickly because I don't want to skip them because, bro, I think every single one of us, bar Dawood, has got something to say on what he just said there. Yeah. So let me just go through them quick. Endgame says this was Chelsea's best game in months and Arsenal's worst game in months, and the game ended 2-2. There's levels to this, still undefeated in the league. And then he also replies, says we beat City United, drew against Spurs and Chelsea. I love how when we draw a game, y'all act like we lost the game and can't challenge for the title. And then Mr. BP says to say Erdegaard goes missing in the big away games, yeah, there's an argument. But big games in general, check the facts before you talk rubbish, you melt. And I think that's towards you, Hamza. I mean, I think was that super channel kind of contradicting itself a little bit. Like I'm kind of confused on that part. You know what? Yeah. I've got my own take on it, but I'm gonna let Deji, you said you're watching a different game. You go first. Then let Mo respond, and then obviously let Dawood. You can respond to whoever after they finished in it because your team is the one that got lucky, you know.
Yeah, when Dawood was talking, I realized what was going on. Dawood is the one. You know that Jet Li movie where Jet Li is living in parallel universes. This Dawood is a different version. In Dawood's version of the game, Arsenal won 6 or 7-0. Rare. Because what his assessment of the game and what he's saying is completely off. Let me tell you what happened. I was saying it earlier this week that I expected a draw because I said Pochettino is going to do an inside job. He's going to set up the team in a way to nullify Arsenal. I said Sterling had a point to prove, especially not being in the England squad. And I said these men have had opportunity to cook and they were going to give Arsenal a tough game. I don't know what game you're watching, mate. It could have easily been 3-0 before you scored. You're talking about fluke goals or rare. The fact is, if there wasn't a mistake by Sanchez into Declan Rice, you guys lose the game tonight. That's what swung it. If that mistake by Sanchez didn't happen, you lose to Chelsea.
You can say the same thing about them Chelsea goals then.
Chelsea was cooking you. The penalty was a legit pen. And let's say Mudryk, he whipped the ball in and it went in. That's your keeper's goal.
I thought forget the goals, Deji. Forget the goals. Dawood, you didn't see Chelsea bypassing your press many times, getting Sterling isolated with Dawood. Like Sterling was isolated with Zinchenko, your weakest defender in the backline, about like 5-6 times in one half. This is
That's
exactly
what I said
Chelsea's
was there was a
plan.
couple of times when Zinchenko got
It
cooked
was
by
not a
Sterling.
couple of times.
There's a
It was
reason why he got
plan that
hooked
your
up. That's the
manager
reason why he got hooked
didn't
up at half time. He got hooked up at half time for a
Exactly.
reason because
That means the plan worked for Chelsea. When a
Yeah.
defender gets hooked off at halftime, that means the plan worked.
No,
It's
the plan
literally
was
it worked.
what Pochettino did, like I said, was that they didn't play a striker. Their plan was Cole Palmer and Conor Gallagher to nullify Zinchenko. Zinchenko's always been defensively, he's always been shaky. But what he
Forget
does
your
for us
offensive
offensively,
side, Dawood.
what he did
What is this?
offensively is the reason why he stays in the team. But
Dawood,
what
your
Chelsea
XG
did,
in the first half was 0.1. Forget what you're talking about. Like, forget offensively.
I didn't
You were
say we played
cooked.
good.
No. Hold on. Yeah. But your manager today, I'm not saying you're not going to transfer the title. Or, by the way, actually, the way Arsenal got a point out of this game, it shows me that there is life, right, in the team. The team isn't bad.
Nah.
I'm have to be honest. Like, to be honest, to come out to look
John
that
first.
bad and to get a point out, because you look absolutely like the second best team in every aspect of the game. Defensively, your goalkeeper was nervous in the first minute. Ben White was nervous. Even Saliba wasn't Saliba. Gabriel was losing the ball. Odegaard wasn't on it. The only one that was trying is Martinelli, but Malagusta did a good job.
This performance shows why we've got a chance of winning the title, because we played
Yes.
shit. We
Yeah,
played
yeah.
shit, and we still managed to get a point.
100%.
So-
I don't disagree
I
with this
disagree.
notion. I actually don't know. I actually
Tottenham play like that, they lose 1 million
No,
percent.
Deji, I think
Amazing.
actually the way they played the football it was
Yeah.
actually not good, but they used the mistakes that the opponents did, and they got a point out of the bridge. The same energy that I have for Liverpool. When Liverpool didn't play well against Chelsea, but they still got a point out. This is why I say Arsenal will challenge, but Chelsea won't. Because Chelsea, this is their best game, and they didn't win at the end. Right?
I just want to
Boy.
say, just quickly, this
Boy.
kind of
We're still undefeated.
narrative, just
Can't say that for
quickly,
Hamza.
this kind of narrative of just because Arsenal played bad and they managed to get a point, this shows that they're capable of mounting a title challenge. How about I've got a different opinion. How about Arsenal been dusty all season, and actually when they come against another good team like a Newcastle, like a Brighton, like an Aston Villa, they get turned over? How about that?
No, but that's wrong. They came against Man City, and they came against Chelsea, and they came against Spurs, and
Yeah,
they
but
didn't lose.
they came
Bro, what
they
is
came
this
up
notion,
against a
Deji?
below par Man City.
Bro, what are you talking about?
That was full of mistakes.
Bro, what are you talking about? We're facing
And they've
United,
been poor
we
this
faced
season.
City, Spurs, and Chelsea, and we haven't lost a
But we
single
can
game.
say so. Can we say the
Come
same
on,
again?
bro.
The same energy that you're gonna
What
have
are
for
you doing?
Arsenal. I'm being honest. In this game, Arsenal were second best, and Chelsea, in my opinion, were the best team. Right? But Arsenal didn't got a
But this
point.
is a poor Chelsea side. This is the thing. It's a poor
Yeah, but
Chelsea
it's
side.
not,
They do-
Hamza. It's
and-
not.
and-
They proved today that they're
no,
not.
but they're City.
No,
They lost to
he's
Brighton.
right. He's
They
right.
lost to Aston
How
Villa.
is
at home.
it?
They lost to Aston Villa. at
Why
home.
do you say they are bad?
Hamza's
Why?
right. No, Hamza's right, because before yesterday, yeah, we were all skeptical on Chelsea. I know Mo, you was
You
objective.
guys were.
Yeah.
No. There was not enough evidence to back up Chelsea against Arsenal in respect to Arsenal. Fans had every right to have chest against going into the Chelsea game, considering the time they've had at Stamford Bridge and considering the, obviously league form and the sides they have played. It was even I said that Arsenal would win 3-1. That's why I say Hamza's right. It is a poor Chelsea side. They've only come up against
Cass.
Burnley in
But
the
they
league.
were playing
it's
good
not
in
poor
the last
Chelsea
3
side.
games,
A
Cass.
Chelsea
They were
side
playing
that
good.
drew to Bournemouth.
Yeah, of
Bournemouth.
course.
A Chelsea side that lost to Brighton. A Chelsea
Yeah,
side
but
that
that's
lost
I
to
not
like the
a
way.
Chelsea
I like
team.
I like the
Hamza,
way.
Hamza, be honest. This is the
No,
different
I'm being
Chelsea
honest.
team.
This is a poor Chelsea side. I'm telling you.
Yeah,
Cole
Hamza.
Palmer.
Yes, I get what you're saying. Okay, so I'm gonna ask the same question. If Chelsea lose 10 games and then they win 10 games, and at that point they play Arsenal, we're gonna say, oh, but this team lost 10 games. That was a month ago.
No,
Yet
because
Chelsea in the last 3 games they created abundance of chances.
no, but
They
Chelsea
scored
have,
7
Chelsea,
and they didn't concede. And by the way, today, let me ask you something, Hamza. How many legit chances did Chelsea concede today? Legit. You can see, apart from the mistake and the goal. By the way, their XG, the whole game, after scoring
Arsenal
2
did
goals is
nothing.
1.
Nothing.
Their big chances created is 2. They didn't. Their defense was solid. Caicedo today did a lot of hard work. Isn't that right?
Yeah, you know what? Thiago
Didn't
Silva.
Enzo play well today on the ball? He was a man against boys.
Go on, Hamza. Let you go on. Finish. Go on.
No, this is not Chelsea's first team. They're missing their right back, Reece James. They're missing Badashile, who starts. They're missing Wolseley Fofana, who starts. And they're missing Chilwell. That's their 4 back line. Arsenal fans, when they miss Saliba, they cry wolf. So I'm telling you here, and they're missing 6-7 players.
You're
that
talking
can
about
start
Arsenal or
that team.
Chelsea now.
Chelsea missing 7 players who can start that team. Arsenal
Chelsea missing
complaining
7
they have one
starters.
Saliba.
Yes,
When they
What
had
is-
Saliba
what-
missing,
how?
people
they
are
cried
saying.
wolf. The reason why we lost,
Hamza, you
we're
want me
telling.
now?
Listen, Arsenal are not the same Arsenal like last season. They drew to Fulham, 10 men. Yeah, struggled against Crystal Palace. They needed a penalty at Salah's back. They needed 1-0. They scraped a 1-0.
10 men
Man
Palace.
United,
Okay. I
when
mean,
they
10 men
played Man
Arsenal against
United,
Palace.
they were 1-1. Garnacho could have scored that on. If Garnacho was just little 1 centimeter, we're talking a different ball game. They're losing that game. City come with 18-year-old Rico Lewis as a midfield, 18-year-old right back. He's never played central midfield. Comes there, dominates them, and they get deflected goal. We're telling Arsenal.
I don't know about dominated, but continue.
No, listen. I'm just telling these Arsenal fans, yeah, they're frauds. Now I believe they don't trust their manager. I'll tell you this. They don't believe most of them.
I like the way
have
Hamza
realized
speaks for
a lot-
Arsenal
listen,
fans.
They've
With
realized
this
a lot
kind
of
of
these
agenda.
Arsenal fans, except Dawood,
Why are you speaking for Arsenal fans?
they've been in
It's like these Arsenal
And-
fans don't
listen,
trust the
We're
guy.
just in October.
Where does he
They've
get the
lost to
sources
Lens
from?
as well.
Who's your source?
They're going to play
To
Sevilla.
be fair,
They're
though,
really
Hamza,
looking shaky.
Hamza,
I don't
I have
trust
to
this
be.
team.
I have to be.
Can
These are
I
my
reply?
challenges
Can I
of
reply
mine.
back to him?
Yeah, but after you can reply, I'm gonna need to do super chats afterwards. Just saying, Hamza, yeah, I can't lie, but I do. I have to be consistent. Call out the waffle on Dawood and obviously Gallagher and all that, which I'm gonna do still. I'm still gonna in my mind, yeah. But you talk about Arsenal fans crying wolf. You talk about Arsenal fans crying wolf over Saliba, but you're the same one that cries wolf when Rodri's not there. And that you made a whole video on it, no?
Yeah.
No. Listen, I said the only reason is we have to recruit a replacement for Rodri, but to play at 18.
Can you do it for thingy?
If I took, let's say for example, if I took an 18-year-old right back from your academy and played him central midfield against 100 million signing, that apparently is one of the best DMs in the world, and when he was on the pitch, they're doing nothing. They did nothing when he was on the pitch. When the right back was the 18-year-old boy was on the pitch, they couldn't do anything. They could not do anything. And they won because of deflected goal. They had against Tottenham. Tottenham should have won that game. It's criminal that they had a draw. It's criminal they had a draw. Against us, Kaz, they created no chances. Ask them, what chances did they create? Even today, what open chances did they create? I had Vardy cleared off the line. I had Akin missed a sitter. I had Alvarez. They had nothing.
Okay,
Today,
so it's unsustainable. That's what you're saying. That's what you say. It's not sustainable. That's what you're saying.
They
Yeah,
can't.
Let Dawood then go.
Yeah, go on.
I like the way Hamza just waffles so much, and he speaks about Arsenal. The Arsenal fans think this. Arsenal fans think that. Who's your source? Where do you get this? Who's Arsenal fan do you speak to? Or do you just look at the mirror and you think that's an Arsenal fan? Because you talk about Arsenal fans wanting Arteta out. Arteta wants to change this and that. Bro, we just had a bad performance. Overall this season. We've been very good this season. There's a reason why we're joint first. There's a reason why we've got 21 points and you got 21 points. If we've been poor this season and we've got 21 points and you guys have been good this season, what does that show? What does that show? That we haven't hit our levels yet and we're on the same level as you when it comes to points on the board. And also, I'm not comparing this Arsenal team to the Invincibles in 2004, but how many draws did Arsenal get in the 2004 Invincibles? They had 13 draws. We've drawn 3 games. We're going to draw games. But we're still undefeated and we've still got points on the board. So
what are you trying to say?
I'm not trying to say nothing, but I'm saying that right now we've got that mentality where we don't lose games. We don't lose games. That's that mentality that we have, and I rate from this team because we don't capitulate. When we're 2-0 down, certain teams, Man United, capitulate when they go 1 or 2-0 down. For us, we don't do stuff like that. Okay,
What do you mean?
We brought it back and we nearly won the game. So
we didn't capitulate. We didn't capitulate against Brentford or what's it called or what they called again? Forest.
We've lost 5 games, bro.
It's when we score. Let me capitulate. That's the one. Let me do these super chats quick. M says, as an Arsenal fan, Ødegaard is living off last season. Has not showed half our games. Or has no showed half our games. Rice is a better leader and should start in a 6. Need better 8s long term if you want to win anything. Dawood is coping. Mr. BP, appreciate for that super chat by the way. Mr. BP says check Ødegaard's big 6 home game stats. Okay, but I'm pretty sure most of them goals are against Man United or Chelsea.
Okay.
Martin says 2-2 away London derby is basically a W, right, Spurs?
Dun,
I
dun,
mean-
dun,
No,
then
he's
need the
talking about the Brentford
cheese.
result. I mean, let's pass in it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
There's not-
all right. Kizzy says, I don't know what he's talking about. We was whack today, brother. Is what Kizzy's
Yeah.
saying. Tom Paline, this is what I'm gonna call Dowda. I mean, in a sec, because I can't have no Galadog like disrespect in this chat right now. Tom Paline says, my man smoked the highest grade of copium. I need the link. One day, my guy, one day. I'm pretty sure he can set you up with that. Blaze says, remember when I said Gallagher better not have a better game than Erdegaard, because now I'm gonna run that wild agenda. 15 minutes
Oh
half
my
time,
God.
just a huddle, 4 cameras. M also says, going forward, we look dusty. Most of our goals this season are pens and deflected. This is an Arsenal fan. With his chance creation, we aren't challenging for anything. Tiang Yang says, Thiago Silva, what a player. I big up Levi Colwill and Thiago Silva. That's a good pair. A very, very good pair. Mr. BP says, Hamza is an Arsenal fan. To be fair, we've seen this before. With all the other edited tops, but we're going to use it anyways for our agendas on Hamza. And then RSV says, you play like that at the Etihad and Anfield, it will be prime Wenger days, embarrassing
We're
results
not going to play like that.
away from home.
We're not going to play that at Anfield or Etihad, because Liverpool and Man City are not going to play like Chelsea did to nullify us from playing. They're actually going to play football. That's the difference.
You know what? Yeah, Dawood, I can't believe you said that Chelsea played long ball. Enzo did nothing, because I thought Enzo was off. I thought Enzo off the ball was fantastic, and he was give and go a lot with. I thought Gallagher actually drove right past Jorginho a few times where they scuffed chances.
I know if I'm past Jorginho,
I remember he could have played more to Sterling, but instead he played to Cole Palmer, and Cole Palmer put it wide. I remember he put it to Mudryk, he put it over the bar, I believe, or just around the post. Like he was sensational. To say that he was nothing good today, he was sensational. The guy is on fire, bro, and he doesn't look good on the eye, but the man needs praise, bro. Like just because, like even McTominay, you got to give the guy praise. Like for his last game, this game he gave away a penalty, and I can't give him no praise, even though the goal he's shit. But Gallagher has been good. He's been their most consistent midfielder. I thought he was cooking. Enzo made Rice look shit. Like
someone said it. One second, I was reading the comments. Someone said that Enzo played way better than Declan Rice.
He did.
What kind of nonsense is that?
In my opinion, after minute,
So Rice didn't change the game when he plays the 6.
After minute 10, you lot disappeared for the whole game until the goal that Declan Rice scored. Let's not do
the whole point, Dawood. That's the whole point, Dawood. It's not on Declan Rice today. That's
on
the
him.
whole point.
Yeah. If
It's not on him. He was being put in an 8 role against Caicedo, Enzo, Gallagher. It should have been him as a 6 and put somebody else as an 8. He was lost as an 8. He was literally lost.
It wasn't because Jorginho was getting run about. Jorginho was struggling
So
by
what
himself at 6.
did Declan Rice help? Okay, Declan Rice was on the left, right, as an 8. Did he help Zinchenko defensively? No. Did he help Martinelli offensively?
He didn't.
Once.
Okay.
Once.
Do you know how we play? Zinchenko plays in midfield alongside
and Declan
Jorginho.
Rice a little bit higher, right?
Yes.
Was he?
So
how
his
many
job
times
is not
was he
to play
higher?
alongside
How many
Zinchenko
times was
and
he
Havertz.
higher then? Just answer. How many times? Once. That first half pass in the 18.
Once.
That he made outside of the foot that went to a goal kick. That's the only one. One
Yeah.
time it was inside the 18. That's the one.
Let me run
After this, he wasn't offensively existent, and defensively
Well, you
it
can
was
say that for
Martinelli.
every single Arsenal player.
No.
Which Arsenal played well?
None of them, bro. Not
Yes.
one.
Yeah,
No,
but I was. We're talking about Declan Rice here. We're not talking about somebody
Jesus
else.
look good.
Let me finish my point. Yeah, and then Mo just hammer it, bro. None of your players. Ben White needs to lay off that fake tan, bro. Man's looking like a nitty from Camden.
What is the hair? What's with the hair, bro?
Bro, it's that, bro.
What's happening to this guy,
It
bro?
is October and man is orange, fam. He looking like a nitty. Like, anyways, not even that. He went
on holiday, bro.
whatever. Anyways,
Ben White is
he
punch
did.
from Punch and
no,
Judy.
that's that, bro. I am white, yeah. You see white people every day, yeah. I know a tan from fake tan, like the back of my own hand. That is not tan, bro. We did not go Barbados or something like that, or somewhere over Mauritius where it's hot right now. Man did not do that. Anyways, it's not the point. None of your players were good today. Saliba weren't good, Gabriel weren't good, Zinchenko, your front three weren't good. Now, guess what? Your manager had made a crucial decision, yeah? And this is why I put Ramsdale in my best 11. And this ain't trying to be anything like going on one game performance and being recent bias. He's got another headache now. He said yesterday or 2 days ago that Ramsdale needs to train harder. If that was Sancho, it would be all over the news again, yeah? So he needs to work harder in training if he wants to get his spot back. Now, Raya's fucked up again. In a big game, again, fucked up again. Yeah, he look nervous, bro. I'm just saying, your manager made some weird decisions today, bro. I'll be
No. One thing we need to do is
decisions.
we need to big up Arteta.
Yeah, no, other than Trossard, but he makes some weird
substitutions.
decisions.
We need
Makes
to
some
do
weird
what?
decisions, man.
We need to big up Arteta for the substitutions because when he put on Havertz, Trossard, played Rice at the 6, and then he put Eddie Nketiah on, that's when the game completely changed. And that's when we started dominating. That's when we ended up scoring that second goal.
I actually think you're completely wrong.
Why?
Because they came in at the minute 67, 60
No.
six. Just give me a second. Okay, let me check it. You know what? They came Eddie Nketiah, Emil Smith Rowe 68, Kai Havertz came on after the goal. Long story short, you were non-existent before Sanchez made that mistake. Non-existent offensively. I thought actually your players gave up. You weren't even pressing Thiago Silva and Levi Colwill, which is I have in my note. I'm like, why Arsenal players don't have any intensity? What is the press? You're losing 2-0. And to be honest, you coming out with 2 goals, using the mistakes and capitalizing on the mistakes, hats off to your players. But you were non-existent.
Daps, agree with
before 77 minutes. Before that, you were non-existent. And you were losing 2-0, bro. You're losing 2-0. You weren't even trying to press anybody. Malo Gusto, Thiago Silva were very comfortable on the ball. Very comfortable.
Pena was doing...
Like,
strange. Okay, the reason why I big up Arteta, because last game against Man City, he made them substitutions and we scored the winner against Man City. This game... He made how many substitutions? 4 substitutions, and then we ended up scoring 2 goals. So, and then we were the most likely team to win the game. Chelsea didn't offer anything when he came back to 2-2. Chelsea didn't offer anything. Chelsea were holding on to the draw.
Difference is your squads. The difference is your squads. When they brought Cole Palmer, Sterling, and everything, I agree. Your squad is a lot stronger. So technically, you should win the game then, right? Should have went on and won it.
Not necessarily, because Pochettino was when Pochettino took Cole Palmer off and he put on Reece James. That was basically asking the Arsenal players, we're 2-1 up, and we're gonna keep that result. And then that obviously offers more danger to your box. If you're gonna take off a right winger and you put a fullback on, you're gonna be more likely to concede.
Let me run something quick before Deji. Guys, I just a little shameless just for the channel, innit? There's 1,150 people in the building. Please smash the like button for this amazing content. Guys come out their day to give you free content, obviously, and give you this entertainment. If you don't know where the like button is, I can show you right here. Doing what Mo done, the little tutorial. Exit the live chat. Is it gonna do it for me? And then there's a like button right there. I shamelessly like my own video, because I want my likes to go up. Yeah. So can you guys, if you don't mind, like the video. And also, all these guys' channels are also in the description below. If you want to go check that and subscribe if you're new, if you want to subscribe. Before you go, Deji, let me just do these couple super chats as well. Or I think it's only one. Cass, beg you bring on a Gunnar who isn't intoxicated. Nah, that was just fine. Respect.
Dawood is fine.
It's fine, man. His team. I the policy from Dawood though. Not one bit.
I kind of agree with that comment slightly, because for me, the result only just papered over the cracks. So when Dawood is talking about great changes by Arteta, this and that, the truth of the matter is, if that mistake from Sanchez didn't happen, the game was lost. Because Arsenal, when I watched that game and I was laughing. I was laughing at your club because I couldn't see any way back. I couldn't see Arsenal scoring 1 goal, let alone 2. But Chelsea, in that moment of madness, Declan Rice scores this goal, and then it's a brilliant ball by Saka into Trossard, and it's 2-2. That is all Arsenal did this game. Apart from that, you did absolutely F-all. You did nothing. And for you to say you've been playing crap and you're top of the league, that's one way to look at it. Or the wheels are falling off and you're just getting over the line. You just got over the line last week against Man City. Let's be real. That ball could have hit Ake anywhere. That ball could have hit Ake anywhere on his headpiece and gone anywhere on the pitch. It just happened to go in the goal. And then today, I mean, Declan Rice, bloody hell, he manages to get it. I swear down, in the Man United game, I think don't Rashford have a similar opportunity? He just needs to shoot. He doesn't.
Yeah, on the left,
someone and then whatever. So what I'm trying to say is, you don't come here chatting some rubbish like you're some big team doing bits. Just be humble and accept that your team has managed to limp across the line and happens to be where you are. But I'm going to tell you this, my brother.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
I'm going to tell you this now. Your team is a far cry from the Arsenal team that was cooking last season. You look dusty. Remember, this Chelsea team is not great, still cooking, and they outplayed you today. Chelsea outplayed you. Let me remind you where Chelsea are in the league. They're 8th. Don't get happy. Don't come here shaking your bum violently like you done something, bro. I can't wait until you man come to White Hart Lane. I can't wait till you play Villa. I can't wait.
By the way, they're not
till you
8th,
play
they're 10th.
Newcastle.
By the way, they're 10th. They're 10th.
Deji's right. Deji's right because they were chatting shit.
How is he
before
right?
the game. They were talking down on Chelsea. Oh, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. You don't have the same chest anymore. You don't. That's what we know. You as fan base having the same. You do this to yourselves and you hurt yourself mentally. You get drained mentally. We're telling you. We're warning. You're not the same team last year. You were lucky to have got 2-2. If that keeper doesn't make that mistake, Chelsea could have been 3 or 4-0 up. Remember Jackson? Jackson was through on goal.
The waffle is mad.
And then you don't have a shot on target till 77.
The waffle is mad.
77. Apparently, these are the big challenges. A team that do you believe? I believe your team will win the league. Some of your fan base say we're gonna win Champions League. You will never win. You're not gonna win. Are you joking? Are you joking? You're struggling against loans and you think bro, have some shame. Sit down there. Your team is not good enough for the league title. Just accept it.
So we've got 3 guys that are slagging my team off. One, Man United we've beaten already. Man City we've beaten you already. Tottenham answer probably what this or that. You didn't manage to beat us. Okay, 1 second. Okay, none of you guys have managed to beat us. We're joint first, and you're talking about the wheels are falling off.
Well,
wheels where, bro?
Wait. In fairness, all your games were at home as well.
Exactly.
I don't care, bro. We're still undefeated. We're still joint first.
I'm actually moderating this quite nicely. I'm calling out your shit for what I think of my opinion is, obviously. And obviously, I already called out Hamza.
Can I ask you, Dawood, I need to ask you something for real. Listen, I'm someone who still thinks that Arsenal will challenge for the title.
100%.
But I actually think that. But I want to ask you something. Deji, I think 2 weeks ago, when Deji said we drew at the Emirates, we did this, we did that. You told him, I've seen this movie before. And last year you were top of the league and it was not sustainable and stuff like that. What is the difference between the Spurs team that were top of the league and this Arsenal team, in your opinion? You're not playing fluid football. You're not creating chances. You're scraping past the line. What's the difference between Spurs that were top last year and we said it's not sustainable under Conte and your team this year?
Spurs that were top last year.
I really want to know, or the year before, I think I was under Nuno or something like this. Deji can remind me. There was a year where they were scraping results 2-1, 1-0, 2-1, 1-0. And everybody told them it's not sustainable, and they kept bragging until they fell off.
Are we really comparing that Tottenham?
No, I'm not. I'm really asking because I know that people are asking this already everywhere. It's not my opinion, but I know that this question is being asked.
What?
Why this Arsenal team isn't fluent? Why this Arsenal team aren't creating chances? What's the difference? I'm just asking the question. I don't believe it, Dawood. That's not my opinion. I promise you this. But I really want you to answer this because I know that question is in Dawood's tongue right there. Dawood wants to ask this question.
The difference between, first of all, I want to say we're a much better team, a squad from last season. Like we did today, players that came off the bench and made a difference. We didn't have that last season. I remember vividly when we drew against Newcastle last season, we had literally no one to come off the bench to make the difference. That's one difference. We've got players on the bench that can make a difference. We did that against City the week before. We did it against today. Okay, that's one major thing. Squad. We've got a massive squad now that players can make a difference. Second of all, we've got that undefeated mentality. We haven't lost any games in the Premier League. We have that mentality where it's not over until it's over. Okay, and that's a way. If you have that mentality, that kind of mentality, that really helps you winning the title. Because
give me an answer.
Liverpool
answer my question. What is this?
What? What's the question?
What's the question?
Because you asked 4 questions.
I asked one question. What's the difference between this Arsenal scraping results and the mentality of like we're winners different than the Spurs team that were getting 2-1s, 1-0 results, scraping results? What's the difference?
No. First of all, it's
I'm
very
being
disrespectful.
genuine,
First of all,
wallahi,
it's
I'm
very
being
disrespectful of you comparing Spurs
Oh,
to
yeah, okay,
Arsenal.
I'm
That's the
not
first thing.
disrespectful.
That's the
I'm
first
here
thing.
to ask questions, bro.
Comparing Spurs to Arsenal is very disrespectful because you're comparing a fragile club in Spurs that haven't achieved anything in 50 years, comparing this Arsenal team.
Now you're
Okay, that's
answering.
first-
now you're
That's
answering.
the first thing.
Now
Spurs are
you're
a very
coming.
fragile team. They've got no backbone. That's the first thing about Spurs. And
Yes, it
you can, Deji, you can say this and that, bro. When it comes, I'm speaking about history. I'm speaking about sample size. You man don't have no backbone, okay? Prove it after 15, 20 games. When you're around first and second, then I'll respect you guys, okay?
So what did you prove last season?
After nine games, and you face three teams already from promotion teams in Burnley, Sheffield United, and Luton out of the 9 games. When you face Liverpool and Man City, then speak to me. And then you go undefeated. Speak to me then, okay?
Well, we played
Your
Liverpool
team's
already.
fragile.
How we played you? We played Liverpool and you.
No. You faced against a 9-man Liverpool. You faced against a 9-man Liverpool. I don't.
And
you did. And the worst thing is, they faced against 9-man Liverpool.
3 points.
9-man Liverpool, Kaz, and they didn't even deserve to win that game. They didn't even deserve to win that game, bro.
This guy's a clown.
No, but you know what? You know what is, yeah. You know why it's hard to ban the Spurs right now? It's the fact that they're winning in style, yeah. And even if they did beat on controversy as well,
Winning in
it's the
style.
fact- yeah, they've been winning in style, bro. Like, bro, one game. They barely got a squad. They barely got anything going on. They got only Harry Kane. Why are we really even getting onto Spurs like that when we're supposed to have squads a year in my
The reason why Spurs are going to fall off.
4 years on. How can we even try to stick it on Spurs right now?
No. The reason why Spurs are going to fall off.
Yet.
The reason why Spurs are going to fall off is because one injury to a Kane, what do you call it? A Madison.
But
It'll be
they
Spursy.
outplayed you though.
It'll be Spursy, bro. It'll be Spursy. They haven't. The reason why they're not going to chance. They might finish top 4.
I asked the
They might
question and I
finish
want
top 4.
Deji to answer the answer for Dawood. So it's Deji's time.
But it's going to be
look, there is no difference between Arsenal of Tottenham of that time that you're describing and this season. Tottenham limped and they got found out. Arsenal are limping and they're about to get found out. And I think the proof is, and I said this at the beginning of the season, I said Arsenal will struggle by the simple fact that they do not have a striker. And watching Jesus and Nketiah today, I'm not going to lie, it was borderline panto. It's just the funniest thing I've ever seen. And so when you talk about the squad in depth, what you can see with Arsenal is how long until the wheels fall off, because there is no way with that current squad can you realistically win this league. You can be in the top 4, yes, but can you win the league with that squad? Hell no. And we saw proof of it. We've been seeing proof all season. You just got it over the line against Nottingham Forest. You just got it over the line with your draw against Fulham. You just got it over the line with your draw against Chelsea. So we know that Arsenal are not the same, even though their squad is strengthened. So there is no difference, bro. All it is for me, it's a matter of time, and we're starting to see it. I just want to say this, though. Unless Partey is injured, Arteta is a madman, because I can't understand.
He fucked up 100%. Yeah.
I don't know how Partey doesn't start.
He wasn't
but
fully
you know
fit. He
what?
wasn't fully
Arsenal
fit.
fans shaking their bum violently. You should be saying you should have won the game because you should have been playing the right people. And as long as Arteta does all of these little crazy moves, I'm excited. Everyone's excited because you can't continue like this, my brother. So, Dawood, I'm not going to lie.
Continue
I
like
respect
what?
you, but you know you're chatting rubbish, bro. You know you've been chatting rubbish. And then, in fact, you're panicking because nobody knows what your manager's going to do.
This is crazy. This is crazy.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And Deji's right. Deji's right. I think they've lost the confidence. Today they got humbled a bit because Deji's right. This team doesn't look to be the same Arsenal team last year. Even the defenders, Saliba's, the guys had a break. Saliba had a break. Odegaard didn't go. Saka didn't play.
Ask Haaland where Saliba was. Ask Haaland where Saliba was, bro. Before you talk about Saliba.
Defense, they were saying the best partnership in defense was Magalhaes and that guy, Gabriel Magalhaes and Saliba.
And that guy.
Oh,
and that
it's a
guy.
joke.
Saliba, Habibi, Saliba.
Oh, Arteta's already taking off the defender half time. Gabriel Magalhaes and Saliba were shouting at each other in the middle of the game, man.
What are you making sure, bro? This guy, don't do this. Don't let him make stuff up, bro. He's making stuff up now.
I don't know. I didn't see them shouting at each other.
He's making stuff up now.
Ben White got cooked. Ben White got cooked
Who's your
on
sauce?
that side. Saka was complaining,
Ketchup.
couldn't get past Cucurella.
No, he didn't.
Bro,
Where did he
this
get
fan
cooked,
base,
Hamza?
they
Come
know.
on, Hamza, you're being like so
And you're-
shameless. It's unbelievable. Hamza.
He's
Bro,
hella
sorry, man,
shameless.
analyze,
When
man,
did
analyze.
when did he get cooked?
Bro,
When
I
did
see-
Ben White get cooked?
listen.
Wait, what do you
Ben
mean?
White- Ben White got cooked
Like
last night.
Mudrik first half was him and Ben White were like different
Nah,
games.
you
They
know
were
what it is?
out of
You
the
know what it is?
planet, bro.
I wouldn't say he got cooked, but when it came to 1-2, I thought Mudrik plays a professional game in it. He looked more mature in his performance. I wouldn't say he cooked Ben White, but they did move the ball around that area.
There was nothing in
I wouldn't-
that side of the pitch. There was nothing
Yeah,
happening.
but
And
I
these are the
was
best
not-
defender
I
in
would
the
say
world.
Ben White was his own
Yeah,
enemy
bro.
today. I would say Ben White was his own enemy
there was
today,
nothing.
personally.
It's all about Raheem Sterling. Go ahead.
Yeah. Let me do these quick because I hate when they. Anyways, Mr. BBC Facts. How none of them beat us, but got the MST chat, the most chat.
Most chat's crazy.
Man's moving. This tie's rubbing off his dyslexia on me, man. Tang Yang says Malagusto and Cucurella fair play. Sanchez should be saving Trossard's goal. Oh, I don't know about that one. That was good. That was a good shot. I didn't give Chelsea a chance, and I hold my hands up. Fair play to them. At least you're doing that, Tiang. And then Pac-Man says congrats to Arsenal, undefeated by second place. Bunch of helmets. Dawood, you were second best today. Google the word humility, then show a gal too. Oh, damn. All right, but yeah, man, guys, make sure you're running up the likes. We want to get 500 likes by the end of the stream, if you don't mind. We're on 383. So we are about 117 off. Before we keep going in circles and everything, though, I want to highlight some key players for good and bad, right? Because we talked about earlier about Gallagher, key player, but we haven't really given anyone respect, hence why the super chat before. Who were you guys key players and who were the key shit players? Because I can only highlight one. I don't want to go more in depth about it because I only spoke about it briefly. But I want to know what you guys think.
Best player in the game.
Yeah, I want to know the key players today. Your top for each team that were either shy or really good.
Conor Gallagher, Cole Palmer, Raheem Sterling, Enzo Fernandez was good. I thought Caicedo was all
Who's the
right.
best one?
I thought the best one today was Raheem Sterling, in my opinion.
Not
Really?
Cole Palmer.
I
No.
thought Sterling was cooked.
Thought it was
Palmer.
Cole.
Raheem Sterling led the front line. You can't tell me
Cole
otherwise.
Palmer was outstanding.
Was really
He was
good,
outstanding.
but I
playing.
thought Raheem Sterling, the way he spun Gabriel a couple of times, the way he played behind Zinchenko, I thought Raheem Sterling was very good today. To be honest, I have to give him credit. Yes, Cole Palmer was good. Guys, Raheem Sterling of last season wouldn't play this game this year. He wouldn't. Like I thought
man.
he was very good in my opinion.
Cole Palmer, that guy changed the whole game. If he's
Listen.
not on that pitch, Sterling ain't doing what he's doing. Facts.
Bro,
Yeah.
This
we
is
have
this,
to give-
this is a stroke of genius by Pochettino. But I ain't
Bro,
heard that
he
from
did.
him yet.
listen.
For me,
Cole
for me, yeah, I was just gonna say, just for me, the only player that I'm gonna rate from that Chelsea team is Cole Palmer. I think Cole Palmer, the way he played and the way he dictated the play, because he was creating so many chances, and because of how deep that he was playing, he nullified Zinchenko and Saliba and Gabriel. Obviously, didn't have a striker, so he was playing more in midfield with Conor Gallagher, with Enzo, with Caicedo. And I'm not gonna rate Conor Gallagher, bro. Conor Gallagher just had a Fred performance. Fred performed like that for Man United numerous times, but players that are better off the ball than on the ball, I'm not going to rate those kind of players, because at the amount of times Conor Gallagher had the ball and he wants to give the ball away so many times, because he knows the longer that he keeps the ball, the more likely he's going to give the ball away. And so Conor Gallagher, if you want a player that's going to nullify your opposition team, okay, have those kind of players. But in the long term, if Chelsea are going to play teams that sit back and don't want the ball, what's Conor Gallagher going to offer? He's not going to offer anything because he's not good on the ball. So you can rate him for this performance, but as a player, he's just a shit player.
Wait, Cole Palmer's a shit player?
Conor Gallagher.
This is disgusting, man.
Deadwood, bro. Deadwood.
Does anyone want to respond to that? Because I gave my... I can't believe I'm here.
I don't rate him at all, Conor Gallagher. I do not rate him.
Bro,
He's a mid-table player, bro.
Bro, he's
Mid-table player.
been doing what he's asked to do. He's been creative. He disrupted everything. He disrupted your whole flow. He created. He could have scored. Should have scored. He maybe should even had an assist today, bro. I can't. Conor Gallagher's last bad game was probably against Nottingham Forest.
He was good. I think he was Gallagher today. Yeah, you know he's not that special. Yeah, but he put the hard work. He put the hard work in, because we thought Arsenal's
He's
would walk
basically
in.
Jordan Henderson. He's basically Jordan Henderson.
No,
innit?
don't disrespect John Henderson.
Yeah,
Don't
he is.
disrespect John Henderson.
Exactly.
Come on, man.
And the thing is,
Come
if you
on.
look at him and you say, look, did he lead his team? Well, yes, because the midfield of of
He led
Chelsea
his team.
were much better. Were much better than than Arsenal's midfield. They were much better. And every time they got the ball, Conor Gallagher was dribbling past 1-2, and he would set up. He knows he's not that special player. But Cole Palmer today, Cole Palmer was cooking these guys. Cole Palmer and Sterling were causing these guys havoc.
I can't believe you
And I
let
was
him go to
thinking,
be honest,
yo,
City.
no, bro, Cole Palmer was good today.
Oh,
Yes,
God.
Even to
No.
take that ball and say, yo, I'm taking that penalty.
Trust me,
over
bro.
Enzo,
Yeah.
over Enzo.
Gallagher, man,
I,
pivot.
I rate that guy. But
Sterling would
today,
miss-
yeah, he showed me, even the manager came in. Yeah, you could see he was talking to Cole Palmer when he made that. There's one tackle. He could see, man. Cole Palmer was absolutely the best man of the match today. And it's a shame for players like Saka and Odegaard, those two frauds. I've always said they go missing in
Frauds.
big games. The two frauds that go off, you can't call them world class when you go off missing in big games. Game after game, I need to see you. If you call a player world class, this is your moment, bro. This is your moment. Why did Odegaard do nothing at all? And if you look at the best player for them, I think was probably Raya. Oh my God, Raya.
I was gonna say,
They
condemn
bought
one
Raya.
player. Condemn one player. If you have to condemn one player today, from Arsenal's team, who is it? It's
Martin
got to be it.
Odegaard, 100% Martin Odegaard.
Raya as well.
You
Raya was
always hold
Raya cost us the
no,
game.
you always hold players to the level that you are
Odegaard is
expecting
solid.
from them. Like I'm expecting better from Odegaard, and it's not an agenda. It's not anything. I
You do have
expected
agenda,
Odegaard
yeah.
to be better today.
Have you seen his sofa scores? I don't usually look to the rules and ratings mode, but have you seen it? It's all yellow. Like last 10 games.
I think it's
yellow.
strange,
Even
bro.
agree.
I think it's
Man.
absolutely strange that why he's not asking for the ball? Why is he too slow? Isn't the goal I think the goal that they scored was a pass to him and he kind of failed to control or something like this. Isn't that what happened?
You know,
Yeah.
you know what else is being said, Deji? That
Yeah.
man Martin. His name's not Nelly today. It's Martin, bro. Did he get past Gusto even once?
Do you know what? He got patterned by the painter.
So in your eye, in Hamza's eyes, every single Arsenal player is a fraud.
No,
I thought actually Saka was all right. At the end, he created
Second
the
half.
equalizer.
Saka was all
At
right.
the end, Saka did what he can do. He created the equalizer.
Trossard's the one that scored
You have
past
to
Gusto.
say-
Trossard to come and do the job.
Trossard as well. So I think there is.
I have to say that the painter had Martinelli in his pocket, like Polly pocket. But for me, I just want to big up Raheem Sterling. I expected
Oh
big things
my
from him
God.
today, and I thought he was going to do big things. And Sterling's come back and did his thing. So I thought Sterling will stand out for me from the Chelsea perspective. And for me, David Raya confirmed what I knew. And again, I talk about Arteta and his craziness. For me, the way that Arsenal and the way that you and other Arsenal cronies have not backed this brother, you deserve what's happening to you right now. Let me explain. The way that Arteta has discarded Ramsdale and parked him to the side when he really should be number one. He didn't deserve to be benched. And you brought this brother Raya in to give you these dusty performances. I called it this week. I said Tottenham's Vicario is better than Raya, and we saw it. That looping lob by Modric, that not happened to our keeper, bro. And I just think just as well. So for me, the poor player today on the pitch was Raya. He looked shaky. I can't understand how he's ahead of Ramsbottom. And for me, the best player, Sterling, because Sterling has been unjustly. How Sterling doesn't get into that current England team, I don't understand.
Why was
Because he had a shit season, Deji. He had a shit season last year, Deji.
But if you can play Maguire,
no, but he had
can play Maguire and Calvin Phillips, you can play Sterling.
Okay, I get you saying. But he had 3 games, Luton, Burnley, and this game. That's his. But he stepped up big time today. Like I thought Sterling today stepped up big time. It's just
Where was Sterling's end product today?
He was doing the creating.
the
He was
penalty.
creating spaces, bruv. He was
Creating.
having Zinchenko in 6s and 7s. What are you talking about?
If you talk about Sterling this, Sterling that, okay? Sterling, Bukayo Saka's done it numerous times last season. Martinelli did it numerous times where in big games they turned up, they scored, and they had an end product. Sterling, okay, he did it. We put a shift in. He cooked Zinchenko. Any Tom, Dick, and Harry can cook Zinchenko 1v1, okay? If Sterling starts scoring goals and he starts having an actual impact on the teams, because end of the day, Chelsea.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care. Let me tell you, we don't care.
It gets me every time. It gets me every time.
But what are we not going to speak about Chelsea being 2-0 up and dropping 3 points? Are we not going to speak about
No,
that?
because you know what? This is more positive. You know what? It hurts. I know Chelsea fans are hurting because they know they deserve the 3 points against the supposedly best team in England right now, currently, right? So
if my team were 2-0 up and we drew 2-2, I'd be embarrassed.
Going forward for all these teams that they have to go and play, I'm telling you now, most people, if not 95% of people that have sense, know that Chelsea, when it comes to this run of games, it's going to be different because they got players coming back. They got the Sassy wasn't involved today. You know who Chukwuemeka didn't even have an option off the bench. Madueke's rubbed. Anyways, who cares about that guy? Yeah, they got players coming back. Yeah, no, they got players coming. They got a lot of players coming back for them, and everyone is gonna have a different take on ways. That performance there is so. Bro, all you can take is a lot of confidence.
Could you say? Because I remember I was on the show after Chelsea performance against Liverpool when they drew against Liverpool, and Kaz, you was saying that I'd take on this Liverpool team. You was gassing that Chelsea team so much after that performance. Chelsea, they do well against big teams because
look where I am right now with them in 10th.
That's what I mean. But Liverpool, they drop points against Chelsea. We drop points against Chelsea. But where are we and where are Liverpool? We're second and third. Where is Chelsea?
First game of the season at the Bridge, Liverpool are still trying to find their feet with their new signings and everything. It's not like it's 10 games into the season and that people are more established knowing what they're doing and know their roles and stuff like that. So in fairness to that,
I think Chelsea are going to be good in the big games. I think Chelsea are going to be good in big games because they've got players that can nullify the opposition, and they've got players like Sterling and Cole Palmer that are good on the transition.
I just don't understand how you're trying to rub them out personally in it.
Because against the smaller teams, I don't know how they're going to break them through smaller teams.
They actually did against Fulham, against Burnley, against Luton. They actually did.
No, but the Burnley one,
actually.
Burnley was away. Every time they can have beaten Burnley. Luton are absolutely horrendous. Don't tell me Luton are a good team, bro. Luton are probably
talk about that though. They beat Fulham, the team that you couldn't beat at your own gaff.
Luton might go on record and have the lowest points this season. I've got a record. They're going to beat Derby's record of more than 13 points. I've got a feeling.
There's a lot for Chelsea to prove, obviously. Again, I've got more.
It's a good sign,
yeah. I just can't. You know what it is? He's gave one compliment to one player, and that's it. Nothing else, and it's astonishing. Solomon says, if Gallagher is so bad, why did he outplay your midfield? Why can't your midfield outplay his press? Aren't you the best midfield in the league? It says Solomon. No?
Cole Palmer, Conor Gallagher just had a Fred performance. I remember Fred did that numerous times for Man United. But if players' best attribute is off the ball attributes, is their best attribute.
What do you mean? Fred scored 6 goals and got like 7 assists last year, bro. He had a good season.
You're not winning the title if Fred's starting for you. You're not winning the title if Conor Gallagher's starting for you.
All right, then you're not winning the title when Jorginho's starting for you.
But Jorginho's not starting for Thomas Partey.
But you're talking about Chelsea. They're not trying to win the title this year.
No, but I'm talking about Conor Gallagher. I watched him, bro. My brother's a Chelsea fan. I watch Chelsea games, and Conor Gallagher against teams that sit back with a back five, he does not offer anything. He doesn't offer anything on the ball. Right.
But let me do these super chats, and I'm going to ask. No, actually, bun that. What's the difference between? I've seen Jordan Henderson lift the Premier League and Champions League trophy. Yeah? What's the difference between them two?
Oh, John Henderson's got a better quality about him, bro.
Whatever, bro. They're both captains. They go for mentality. They all have a lot of energy. They don't really excel at much except shouting. So there you go. It can work. Anyways, Blaze says Gallagher assisted for Mudryk, his second in 2 games. There you go. RSV says the only big game Erdegaard played well in throughout his entire career at Arsenal away from home is versus Spurs last season, and it rubbed Spurs. No. Mr. BP says Hamza loves to lie and it's Saka missing in big games.
That's a lie,
I can say many games.
Yeah, but you can say a lot that he's turned up in as well. The guy still got an assist today. Even being shit today, like he still got an assist.
Did you not see that assist, Hamza? For Trossard.
The cross, okay, fair enough. But you saw him, he didn't have a...
No, you got no answer, bro. Saka does turn up in big games, bro. He does
against City, he goes missing. Against big games, Sporting Lisbon, he went missing.
Against who? Because I can name you that many games last season. He turned up against Newcastle, turned up against Chelsea last season, turned up against Liverpool, turned up against Tottenham. The only team he doesn't turn up in his career has been Man City.
Liverpool.
Last season, not his performance last season.
No, he was the worst player. Liverpool away, West Ham away, Brighton at home.
Didn't he
3-0.
score 2
Man
goals?
City away. What are we talking about? Big game? No big
I
game.
can't
for
lie. Erdegaard scored a lot of non-penalty goals last year. He turned up a little bit. Donny LFC says,
15 goals.
I hate Chelsea, but I have to say they controlled that game. Arsenal are one-dimensional.
How are we one-dimensional?
I don't know, man. But yeah, man. All right, guys, make sure we are 67 likes away from 500. Just a little reminder for you all if you haven't done so yet. Appreciate everybody that has done so. But has anyone else got anything to wrap up on the Chelsea game? And says, what a goal, Haaland. Big up all. So big up 6, 8, 9.
Newcastle's in a big game. Okay. I just want to say, just before we finish the Arsenal game off, all I want to say is that I like the way we performed going 2-0 down because we showed that mentality where it was never over until it's over. Where we're joint first. We can improve on these kind of performances. I'm not sure where this like slagging off Arsenal came from. I think it's a trend or something because we're not the same Arsenal for the past 20 years. We're different Arsenal now. Okay. And we've got Sheffield United coming up. We've got some easy games coming up. Hamza, all I'm saying is next week, if we beat Sheffield United and you guys don't beat United, don't go hiding, Hamza. Don't go hiding. Because your excuse is FC.
He'll be here. Don't worry. He'll be here.
I'm gonna.
Yeah, one sec. I know I'm going to wrap it anyways. That says the football gods did not deliver today. Spurs, you must win. We are playing on Monday. I don't know why you sent that in because you could have just came in here and said that that's for free. Now YouTube are taking your money. Our money. But yeah, man. I big up to Mo. This stream's gonna go to Mo's channel, so make sure you head over to there as he's gonna go do a live and preview of his own, obviously on the game itself. Other than that, big up Deji. You can find him on Deji Spurs and obviously his own channel, which is in the description. Hamza's got his own section going on, and that was obviously in and everywhere around the social media. You can easily find Dawood Talks Football, or you can just find him getting banned, which typically happens on TikTok these days. But yeah, man, in a bit. And as a Greasy would say,
we've got XL bully off the ball, Gallagher.
But don't
XL bully off the ball, Gallagher. Let me just tell you.